Hi, it's Wyndham. What kind of ease are you seeking in life? I think in general it's recognised that human beings have never had it as easy as we do now. And that's not to downplay the massive struggle and difficulties so many people in the world still have. It is merely saying, compared to how previous generations had life, it's never been easier. Massive advancements in technology, labour-saving devices. We barely have to leave the house. We can have everything come to us now. So there is this developed ease about our lives. So what kind of ease do you seek? Because I'm not that interested in should we be working harder at things, problems that have already been solved and there is an easy solution for. Absolutely not. Wasting our time and effort overcomplicating things is not a useful deployment of our energy and our time. However, what happens when we are seeking to change something in our lives? What happens when we have that recognition, that moment where we realise there's not enough meaning in what I am doing? I'm not feeling enough fulfillment. There is too much unhappiness, not enough joy, not enough gratitude. Something in my life has to change. At that point, what kind of ease are you seeking? Because there are two types of ease when we are looking to create change. There is the ease, moments of ease that we build into our lives for recovery. Right? Creating change is incredibly hard work. It takes effort and energy consistently over time. And if we don't build in pockets of ease for recovery, we're going to get burnt out. We're going to get weighed down. We're going to get to a point where potentially we give up because we're exhausted. The other type of ease is less beneficial. Because the second type of ease, when we're looking to create change, is avoidance. Now, I've already said, creating change in our life is very difficult. It just is. Right? I hear so many people when they're in the middle of looking at creating change, where they are looking to address some of their own limiting beliefs, or they are looking to address their expectations in life. These things are so hardwired into our blueprints, they are very difficult to shift. And we fail over and over and over again until we succeed in rewriting them. That's just the nature of things. And I hear so many people say, yeah, it's so hard. And in that moment, it's really easy to fall back into old patterns and stop the hard work. But that's avoidance. That isn't ease to recover. That is ease to avoid. And I think it goes hand in hand with this statement, yeah, but this is so hard. Which, when we boil it all down, we know change is hard. And if we are looking to create change that brings greater meaning, fulfillment, happiness, joy, gratitude, all those incredible things that we all want, well, that's going to be even harder, right? So having this moment where we say, yeah, but it's really hard. When I hear it, it's almost like people had never considered that was going to be the case. Yes, it is going to be hard. It's a little bit like saying, jumping into a swimming pool and then saying, water's wet. Yeah, it is. Of course it is. We know that to be the case. So we prepare ourselves. We change our clothes. We make sure we have a towel. We swim somewhere where we believe we'll be safe. There's a lifeguard, or it's shallow enough, or the currents are gentle enough that we're going to be safe. We adapt ourselves and we seek out the conditions that allow us to overcome and enjoy the inalienable truth that water is wet. So when we are dealing with change, we can approach it the same way. There is no path to change, meaningful change, that isn't going to be hard work. There just isn't. Part of me wishes that wasn't the case. And then part of me also goes, well, it's in those hard moments that we learn the most. It is in those hard, challenging moments that we dig deep and overcome, that we grow the most. And actually, the end goal we are trying to achieve isn't really the point. The end goal, if we achieve it, is the cherry on top. The process we go through to achieve it is where all the lessons are. It's where all the growth is. It's where all the human learning, the personal learning, the rewriting of our blueprint happens. And in that, if we approach change in that way, then creating moments of ease for recovery is essential. There are small pockets of reward, if you like, on the journey that says you don't have to hustle the whole time. If you hustle the whole time, you will burn out. It's as simple as that. You will exhaust yourself, you will drain yourself emotionally and physically. You will burn out. And when you burn out, progress stops. And when progress stops, it's very easy to slip back into the very things you were driving yourself to escape from. If, however, when it gets hard, the ease you tell yourself you are creating, I'm resting, I'm doing this, is because it is hard, if it is your reaction to it being hard, feeling too hard, then that is ease for avoidance. And ultimately we get stuck in that. And the reason it's so seductive and so easy to get stuck in it is because one of the most incredible traits we as human beings have can also be one of the biggest traps we suffer. Human beings have an unbelievable ability to be resilient. It is built into us. Our deepest evolutionary driver is survival. We do not have an evolutionary driver that is, I really want my life to be great and happy and successful. We don't. That's not hardwired into us. Survival is. And what you find with your resilience is, well, you're surviving whatever it is you're going through. However bad it is, you wake up every morning, you look in the mirror, you're surviving what you are experiencing. And so that driver, it's being taken care of. It is not worried about whether you're thriving. So you can be miserable and surviving. And your resilience, that will see you through, but it won't bring you happiness. So when we are dealing with change, approach it like we do going swimming. We pre-prepare. We recognise that there is nothing we can do about the fact it's going to be hard. Just like there's nothing we can do about the fact water is wet. Water is wet. Change is hard. Full stop. Nothing we can do about that. So then how do we prepare ourselves for it? Just like with swimming, we change our clothes, we get a towel, we pick the right location. With change, we accept it's going to be hard. We change our mindset about what the purpose of it is. The bits that are hard are the point. That is where we learn the most. That is where we grow the most. That is where we create the most opportunities, by dealing with the difficult things. We accept it will be hard. We accept that's where we're going to learn the most. We embrace the process. We have our big goal. And if we achieve it, that's just a cherry on the top. And when we are facing those difficult challenges, when we feel the exhaustion, we consciously build space for ease temporarily so we can recover and go again. But entering that point of ease is about recovery to go again. Not, I'm just going to sit here. Because there's no intention in that rest to recover to go again. So what kind of ease are you embracing in your life? Is it the very necessary ease for recovery? Or is it the less beneficial ease for avoidance? And if you can just accept that change is hard, just like water is wet, then we can stop having that as a barrier in our mind when things get hard. It's like, well, I knew this was going to happen. I prepared for it. So what can you do to prepare for when it gets really hard? Who can you ask for help? We do not need to do these things on our own. In fact, it is immeasurably harder to do them on our own. Ask for help. Help is not people telling you what to do. Help is people supporting you in doing what you want to do. I leave you with that. I wish you a peaceful, joyful, and easeful, if you are at a point you need recovery, few days, and I will speak to you soon.